Noah and I making Barbie was what was extremely unlikely for Noah. He did not even really know he was making it. I signed him up for it, and then he, at some point, said, "Are we writing a Barbie movie? What are you? Did you? Why?" And I said, "Well, I love Margot, and I have a feeling about this, and it really starts with the sense of kind of trying to surround the concept of Barbie. Like it was almost like Barbie's, this icon. She was invented in 1959. She's never not been the cause of conversation. She's evolved in all these different ways. Like, how do we surround this somehow? And I have an experience of it from when I was a little girl, but also now I'm a grown woman. So it just sort of looking at it from all these vantage points. And I think one thing that was key for us was not shying away from what made it impossible and controversial and all these different things, but sort of running towards it and letting that kind of set us on our path of finding the movie. When we had the script written, I loved the script so much that we'd written, and I thought two things. I was like, no one else is allowed to direct this, so I hope they'll let me. And the second thought I had was, they'll never let us make this. They'll never let us make this movie. But those were the two thoughts. Margot is, as she calls herself, stereotypical Barbie, but she really, what I loved about Margot was when I first got to know her several years ago now, I was just so impressed by her as a producer. Just, she's so smart, she's so thoughtful, she's so engaged, she's just, she's really doing it in every way that you can do it. I mean, I think the first time we talked about her producing, it was about 10 minutes in, and she was talking about like the hot costs of the day and where to park transpo, and I was like, you're really in the weeds in a great way. So she was someone who from the beginning really led the charge and said, like, I want to do it with her, I want to do it this way, this is the script I want to do. She really protected the movie from the very beginning, and obviously she's the star and she's incredible in it, but she's also there from the very beginning. Ryan was always the one. He was always the one. He was written into the script. It was gonna be Ryan or nobody. It was, I mean, I wanted Ryan completely, and I did not know Ryan. I did not know that he would do this. And Margot and I, like, wrote him letters and sets, like, we just waited. We were like, it's gonna be Ryan. And it was just, I can't tell you how grateful I am he came to do this, because it was, it really was, it was the thing that inspired me the most when we were writing. I was like, well, if it's Ryan saying this with Margot, that's going to be terrific. And then everyone, came on board one by one, and just, it was the most extraordinary group of people. Everyone who's in this movie, all the Barbies and Kens, from Issa Rae to Kate McKinnon to Kingsley Benadir to Simu Liu to Ncuti Gatwa to Scott Evans. It was just every single person was like incredible. Alexandra Shipp, Emma Mackey, Sharon Rooney, Anna Cruz. They were all just amazing. Like everybody, every single person added so much to what this experience was. And then we had people like Will Ferrell came to play, and Jamie Demetriou, who's a brilliant comic, and it was just a one by one, and even Helen Mirren coming to do the voiceover. Really, everyone was just so beyond my wildest dreams for this movie, and then America for like, God, I just the more I always, it's such an embarrassment of riches. I just wanted it all to be tactile and heightened and beautiful, and delightful, from like the place inside you that's a kid that would be delighted. I think it came to me in a dream, and I, many times in production, thought, I don't know, this is maybe too insane, but I told Rodrigo Prieto, the cinematographer, and Sarah Greenwood, who did the production design, like, I'm only gonna do this if we can really do it, if it's really beautiful, and if it's really, you know, has a lot of integrity, because I don't want to just be making a joke. I want to actually do it. And they really built the most gorgeous set, and we really had Stanley Kubrick's plates that he shot, and we really did, you know, shot for shot matching, kind of the doll going up and the bone going up. The whole thing was pretty amazing. I hope that they laugh so hard that their stomachs hurt, and then I hope they find themselves tearing up and choked up by the end, and then I hope they leave the theater feeling that they are worthy and that they're good enough and that they're one of one, limited edition, and that they're so special in themselves.